Well, good evening folks, it's Dave here from the iReady podcast, giving you this post-match reaction, which I will try to do as quickly as I can, as painful as it is, because as we all know, we've just been defeated by Celtic in penalties in the League Cup final at Hampden. It was quite an incredible game. I hate the cliche for a neutral, because we're not neutral. A defeat's a defeat. To say, we're all gutted is an understatement, the way that it went. But I will run through the team that Philip Clement put out for this game. We were all wondering who he was going to pick, who was getting left out. And he did go with a very positive attacking team, has to be said. So, Butland in goals, Tavernier, Balogun, Proper, Jeffrey, Diomande, Raskin, Hadji, Barami, Cherny and Igman. And on the bench, Kelly, Ridvan, Barron, Dessers, Dibble, Sterling, King, McCausland and Danilo. It was an incredible game. I was busy typing constantly. I was missing things that were happening, so please bear with me. Like I say, 2 changes from the Spurs game with Suter being injured. Balogun in alongside Proper and Hadji in from the start in place of Ridvan. So early on, first chance for Rangers on the 5th minute. Tav with a long ball. He was at the right back position up to Igman. It was headed on to Hadji on the left hand side. He gets to the byline, hits a shot but saved and away by Schmeichel. And in 8 minutes, Tav putting us in pressure with a bad sort of back pass. Gets the ball right back, passes it back to Balogun, a really poor pass, it's got to be said. Balogun's dispossessed by Maeda, but Balogun manages to get back with a great tackle, so living dangerously there. 15th minute, Celtic really should have taken the lead, and it was a high ball over our defence to Kuhn on the right. He beats Proper for pace into Jack Butland. He takes an extra touch. Butland with a great outstretched arm save. Back to the Celtic player, edge of the box. He shoots, but it's charged down and cleared away for Rangers. 18th minute, a dink into the box by Tav, header by Barami, straight at Schmeichel. Then there was quite a few yellow cards, one for Balogun with a challenge on Hatate. 33rd minute, Rangers pick up a loose ball. Barami runs for the halfway line to the edge of the box. He decides to take a shot. I've got here powder puff past the post. He had 2 options. He had Cherny and Tav on his right that he could have found in space. Didn't go for it. But on the 41st minute, we did take the lead, and again it was Rangers with the pressing play. Barami picks up a loose ball in midfield. He bursts forward. He plays a slack ball to Igman, a poor ball, but Igman does brilliant, manages to get a shot away. Schmeichel saves it, palms it straight out into the path of Igman, and he fires it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 to Rangers. Great play, you've got to say. We were sitting just waiting for them to make a mistake, and that's what happened. Excellent play by Rangers, 1-0. 3 minutes into injury time, Balogun, he gets a crazy run, picks up a loose pass, bursts all the way from his own half into the box, gets to the byline, puts in a great cross, but it's cleared. He could have played Igman in, but what can you say, the big defender, really well played there. So half time, great performance by Rangers. I felt we could have went up a gear, and it was a great time to score just before half time. But into the second half, it was just back and forward. It was crazy stuff. Glorious chance for Rangers in the 50th minute. This was a turning point, I think, in the game. Cherny wins the ball into the Celtic half to Igman. He finds Barami again. He gets to the byline, tries to lay the ball across the face of the goal, but it's snuffed out. He really should have done much better, passed the ball much earlier. Again, we had players free, ready to tap the ball into the back of the net. That was a poor option there by Barami, and we should have done a lot better. 54th minute, Kuhn beats Jeffrey down the wing into the box, puts the ball across. Great save by Butland out for the corner. Few more chances for Celtic. It was coming. The 57th minute, they got the equaliser, and it was from a shot for the edge of the box by Taylor, which takes a wicked deflection past Butland and into the back of the net. And we've said it time and time again, why don't you have a pop at goal? It proved off there, and it was 1-1. And then 3.5 minutes after that, Celtic were all over us again, and they managed to get their second goal. Balogun, it was a poor header, you've got to say, by Raskin, who had a great game. Back to Balogun, it was high. Balogun goes, fails to connect with the ball properly. Maeda, who manages to pick the ball up, controls it into the box, slots it under Butland, and it's 2-1 to Celtic. Simple stuff. We put ourselves in danger there. Celtic pounced on it. That's all I can say about that. Sub Jeffy, who looks shattered, he came off. Rudvan comes on. And then the 65th minute, Sterling on, Balogun off. A few minutes later, Rudvan shot for the edge of the box, well over the bar. 71st minute, a powerful strike by Cherny at the edge of the box, saved by Schmeichel and out. Celtic give the ball away to Igman. The 74th minute, back to Diomande. He shoots, and it's a great save by Schmeichel out for the corner. And from that corner, Rangers got the equaliser, and it was a short corner. It was played to the front post. Diomande, exquisite touch, controls the ball, swivels, shoots. The ball bounces over Schmeichel and finds its way into the back of the net. 2-2 out of absolutely nothing. Rangers get the equaliser. 84th minute, Igman on the right wing to Barami. He shoots, but it hits the side netting. But then in 3 minutes to go, 87th minute, Celtic score their third, and it's a ball down the right wing after mistake by Rudvan. Absolutely no one on Kuhn. He runs into the box, lays the ball off. The attacker gets to byline, cuts it back to Kuhn. Diomande slips and Kuhn slots it into the back of the net to make it 3-2. We thought it was over then, but unbelievable. Within a minute, Rangers equalised again. And it was Cherny on the right wing. He puts in a fabulous cross, and there's Danilo right in front of Schmeichel with a bullet header to make it 3-3. It was constant end-to-end stuff. We didn't know how it was going to go. 6 minutes of added time. It goes to extra time after that, and, you know, the whole Rangers team looked absolutely shattered. You've got to say, a raft of changes that had to be made. Igman off, Dessers on. Dessers booked. I think the only thing he done when he came on, Dessers, was get booked like within a minute of him coming on. Didn't really do anything, no impact whatsoever. Into the second half, at extra time, a few more changes. Dowell and Barron on for Diomande and Cherny, and basically Rangers looked really leggy from about 5 minutes to go at extra time. We were playing for penalties, it's got to be said. The players had given their all. It goes to penalties, guys. I won't go into it. Rudvan, he missed his all-important penalty kick. It was saved by Schmeichel. Celtic managed to score all of their penalties, and they've won the cup. I don't know what more I can say about that. Pleased that we really went at it against Celtic. Pleased that we, especially with the first half, the way that we played really, really well. A lapse in concentration by a couple of goals, some mistakes in there, but as I say, I've simplified this as much as I can, guys, because it's another defeat. It's a cup final. We've been beat on penalties by them, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. The new CEO starts tomorrow. We've got a new chairman. I don't know what this means for Philip Clement if this is his last game as the Rangers manager, but we need something. We need to be able to get over the line against them. That's as close as it's came. We put them to the sword in certain parts, but we failed in other parts, and at the end of the day we've been beaten on penalties and we do not retain the League Cup. So it's a difficult one to take, guys. Derek and I will be back at some point this week to go over the game in a bit more details, because there is a lot to speak about. There's a lot of yellow cards handed out there that shouldn't have been, a few controversial decisions, but like I said, I'm just trying to simplify it as much as possible. So if you can, guys, try and enjoy the rest of your night, and we will be back soon. Bye bye.